From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is Good Day Tampa Bay.
Stay with us straight ahead. The Super Bowl is over, but now the talk is all about the commercials. What worked, what didn't. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the ones that made you cry. Coming up at 9:30.
Coca-Cola feeling the love, and Carnival Cruise going back to simpler times. What worked for some Super Bowl commercials, and which ones made you cringe?
From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is Good Day Tampa Bay.
It's because we all came from the sea. And it is an interesting biological fact that all of us have in our veins the exact same percentage of salt in our blood that exists in the ocean. And therefore, we have salt in our blood, in our sweat, in our tears. We are tied to the ocean. And when we go back to the sea...
Jack Kennedy talking about evolution, it sounds like. That was Carnival Cruise using a speech by President Kennedy. And I guess for the most part, it worked.
Yeah, it was pretty powerful once you realized what they were doing. But there were some that did not work, that fell downright flat. Definite trends. So Karen Post, branding expert, is back with us. Good morning to you, Karen.
Good to see you.
We
Welcome
always
back.
love having you.
Our annual visit on the Super Bowl
That's
commercial.
right. Can you believe it's here already?
Yeah. So, what'd you love? What'd you like?
You know, I liked the nostalgia. I loved that Carnival spot. I also loved the Toyota spot with Muhammad Ali.
Right.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I think it tells you who the advertisers are going after. Baby boomers, female audience, really big. And, you know, I think a lot less sex this time and a lot of serious spots that some of them backfired.
Yeah.
Nationwide and even Weight Watchers, people were like, all right, I'm munching out. I don't want to be reminded that I'm fat.
Well, yeah, there was that.
That's a good point.
But the nationwide spot, I guess I didn't know anything about it. And, I mean, I guess I didn't buy into a lot of the hype going into it this year of seeing the commercials before they aired. We had put a few of them on. But when that thing came on, I didn't know where it was going, and I didn't know what was about to happen.
And I think that's the secret of a well-done spot, where you don't know where it's going, but you're totally engaged and focused and paying attention, versus the ones that you've seen over and over again and you kind of know and you laugh. So, you know, while some people say it backfired, it's getting a lot of attention, and it's a serious topic.
Well, you're right. I mean, it is the one ad everybody seems to be talking about today.
Yeah.
For good, for better, or for worse.
Yeah, along with the pups and the dogs and all the dads.
Yeah.
A
lot of dad commercials.
Oh, man. But
We're
again,
great.
goes back to skewed towards women. Get women loving football. Because women now make up, I mean, over 50% of the viewing audience and the buying consumers. I mean, we all know women
We
will.
make the decision.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You know, I have to ask you too. You know, and speaking of the nostalgia part, I loved the Katie Couric, Bryant Gumbel spot. I just loved that. I loved what it did, and it was so great to see them from back in that day.
Yeah, and what, you know, how it works with new technology today. These cars that are doing amazing things, and it's as extreme as the internet was just a few years ago. Isn't that funny? That we were all kind of sitting there going, and what is this internet thing?
Have you seen, I would encourage you, if you haven't seen it, to YouTube or Google that original segment that they were talking about with Bryant and Katie, because there was a third person on that set with them.
Really?
And they were talking to a third person. They just cut her out. She's gone. She was gone
She
from
knew
that.
too much.
I don't know what was going, but I mean, they just took her out entirely. It was funny. It's funny what you can do now with the technology, what the kids can do now.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Now, it was a fun night and a great game. I mean, I think that's always key.
It ended with a bang, that's for sure.
And it was not a blowout. So, I mean, the people who, the advertisers who bought late in the game, you stayed with it. I mean, I guess that's a gamble for any advertiser.
Yes.
You want it early if you can, but then if it's a blowout, you may lose them toward the end.
Yeah,
right?
and people tend to get a little intoxicated towards the end, so
True.
is their focus a little blurry? But yeah, a lot of emotional spots. The whole love theme with McDonald's.
I love that. I love that
you know,
spot.
Pay with your love.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola and Ecuador also had the Beatles theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was a good night.
There's your Snickers there.
Yeah. Some I'm glad were only 15-second spots.
Like this one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a little disturbing.
It was very disturbing.
I think they may have gone to the well.
And
too
then
many
they
times
always
on
pull up
Tampa.
people like Lindsay Lohan and you know, just people from the
Kim
past.
Kardashian.
Yeah.
They had to make her obligatory appearance.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, good to see you, as
Thanks
always.
for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Okay.
Karen.